check out my podcast. I do one. And welcome back. This is my Patreon. I am the Susan Anime O'Hagan. And today we are talking about a case. So if you don't want to hear about kidnapping or a true crime, I suggest you don't watch this. If you like true crime, continue. Katie Beers, born December 30th, 1982, is an American woman who was kidnapped when she was 9 years old in Bayshore, New York, by John Espinosa, a friend of the family, and held in an underground bunker from December 28th, 1992 to January 13th, 1993. Kate Beers lived with her mother, Marilyn Beers, and older half-brother, John Beers, in Long Island, New York. Her biological father has never been identified, as her conception was the result of a one-night stand. From a young age, Kate also lived with her godmother, Linda. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, and her husband, Salvatore. Marilyn frequently neglected Kate, leaving her in the care of the Hills, her godmother, from whom she endured abuse, including frequent sexual assault by Sal. John Espinosa was a friend of... Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Hopefully this does better. I had to take my nasal medicine. Okay. John Espinosa was a friend of Beers' family, who would frequently give attention and gifts to Kate and John Beers, but would also sexually abuse John Beers. Espinosa had previously been arrested in 1977 for attempted abduction of a 12-year-old boy. Kidnapped, Beers was lured into Espinosa's house at 1416 Saks Avenue in Bayshore, New York, on December 28th, 1992. 2 days before her 10th birthday, by the promise of birthday presents. After Beers played a video game in Espinosa's bedroom, he forced her into an underground contracted bunker. The 6-foot by 7-foot bunker hill was located under Espinosa's garden and accessed via a 6-foot-long tunnel. The entrance traveled was concealed by a 20-pound concrete trapdoor and hidden behind a removable bookcase in Espinosa's office. The bunker contained a common toilet and a closed-circuit television system. Within the bunker was a coffin-sized soundproof room containing a bed, a television where Beers was chained. Espinosa would later tell police he had built the bunker specifically for Beers. Beers herself later recalled playing in the dirt, displaced by the bunker as Espinosa dug it a few years before the kidnapping. Immediately after forcing Beers into the bunker, Espinosa made her record a message where she claimed a man with a knife had taken her. Espinosa played the message at a payphone outside the Spaceplex amusement arcade at near Crest, New York, and told the arcade staff that he had lost Beers within the building. Police were called when she couldn't be located. During her captivity, Espinosa would frequently visit Beers to sexually abuse her, while also providing food, blankets, and toys. He allowed Beers into the larger part of the bunker when he visited her, but forced her back into the smaller room when she was alone. Although Beers was able to unchain herself and escape to the larger room in Espinosa's absence after hiding a key under her pillow, but was unable to escape the bunker itself. Espinosa told Beers he intended to keep her in the bunker for the remainder of her life, and planned to take photos of her sleeping and send it to the police so they would believe she was dead, although the photo was never taken. Espinosa was a suspect from an early stage in the police investigation. Following accusations of previous sexual assault towards John Beers and witnessed a Spaceplex stating that he entered the arcade alone on the day of Beers' disappearance, police are also reminded that Beers' phone message about a man with a knife was from a previous made recording based on a lack of background noises. On January 13, 1993, 17 days after the kidnapping, Espinosa confessed to holding Beers captive and took the police to the bunker where they rescued her. Espinosa pleaded guilty to kidnapping on June 16, 1994, and was sentenced on July 27, 1994 to 15 years to life, a sentence he served at Sing Sing Prison in Westchester County, New York. During Espinosa's trial, Beers said he had raped her during her captivity, although he was not charged with this. Okay, he should have been charged with it, but that's a whole different conversation that I'm not even sure if I want to get into. The judge sends him agreed with her. Espinosa was found dead in his cell of apparently natural causes on September 4, 2013, shortly after his fourth parole hearing in 20 years. Yeah, okay, sure. We'll go with that. See, from what I've heard from ex-prisoners who didn't do, like, super horrible stuff, but did, like, stuff that was horrible or other, like, weed, before weed was, illegal in most states. So the worst thing is literally raping people. Like, that's the worst. They're like, yeah, that is the worst thing. And then child, and then killing, like, in the men's one, according to a lot of people, it was, like, killing women and children. And I thought that was very, dead. Sal Inja Hiller was convicted of 2 counts of sexual abuse and served 12 years for molesting Beers. During the investigation, keeping the kidnapping, authorities discovered that Nuller had sexually abused the girl before she was abducted. He was prosecuted additionally for those crimes. He died in prison in 2009. Shortly after her rescue, Beers was sentenced to live with foster parents in East Hampton, New York, due to the neglect and abuse she had experienced before the kidnapping. She was provided with anonymity and raised by her foster parents until adulthood. In January 2013, Beers spoke publicly for the first time about her ordeal and revealed that she was now married with 2 children and working in insurance. During the same month, she published a memoir about her ordeal. In the months following the kidnapping, 2 books covering the case were published. My Name is Catherine, The True Story of Little Catherine Beers, was written by Maria and Joe Trennan, and 17 Days, The Kate Beers Story by Arthur. Beers' memoir, Buried Memories, was co-written by Colin Gustav, who had covered Beers' case as it was happening, and was published on January 13, 2013, on the 20th anniversary of her rescue. ABC's 2020 episode Save covered the Beers story in February 2013. This poor little girl was just through so much in her life. Like, really? trying to see if there's anything else. I mean, the poor girl was already being abused, and then she was, like, first she got left by her mother, then she was abused by her godmother's husband, then she was kidnapped. I'm so glad she said she was doing better after the kidnapping, found parents that loved her, and said that she put it behind her. I still have PTSD from my abuse, and I didn't go through what she went through. So I don't even know how she's so brave. Not everyone comes out through it the same way, but I'm so grateful that she got what she needed. And I'm grateful that for some reason he decided to tell someone. I don't know why he did it, but oh yeah, I think it was because she was breaking him down to a point that he finally was like, I can't take it, I did it. But I'm just glad it broke him down to the point she got rescued. So I'm grateful she's alive, she's doing better, and I'm sorry she went through all that. And I hope you all learned something from this case. I learned that, God, it's hard to trust people, and you have to try to at least try to come out of it and be thankful. Okay, I hope you all have a great and wonderful day, and hopefully this case wasn't too much for you. We'll see what happens, because I'm not 100% sure. Okay, we did that one. We have a couple others. Well, a couple. We have a lot. Put them, the ones I've done right here. Usually I like to listen to music, but you can't fucking do that while you're trying to record. Which I guess is kind of true. 'Cause copyright! But would you like to see me do crafts and true crime again? Or do you prefer me doing it on the rocking chair? Let me know. Because I'll do it the way y'all suggest. So. But I figured y'all might want, I don't know, I thought about doing blogs this week or this month for all of you. It's like, fuck, maybe. And yeah, I know, you're like, oh, it's not Christmas yet, why are you doing Christmas stuff? I'm making it so I have it ready for Christmas. And I'll be doing other stuff, like, this ain't the only thing I'll be doing. I have a lot of other stuff. And I do mean a lot of other stuff. But I've been definitely waiting for this Christmas pattern, because if you wait too late for Christmas pattern stuff, like if you wait till December, all the Christmas pattern's gone. Now I know, because one year I decided to wait till the last minute, and they're like, we don't have anything Christmas related for patterns whatsoever. I was like, oh no. They're like, yeah, we got sold out in like less than a week. And they were like, yeah, some of us were sold out like before. Okay, which way does this go? Question mark? This way. Okay. We'll get back to that. See, part of my learning disability is some shapes just don't make sense to me. I fucking hate it, but at least I can admit to it now. For years, I was wondering what was wrong with my brain. Like, why can't I understand shapes? It's a fucking nightmare. I can tell you that. But yeah, what would you like to see? Do you want to see more blogs? Like, I know this month we're doing blogs, but next year, what would you like? Do you want me to do blogs during like November? I'd say December, but we could. Or we could do like October, because you know I love Halloween and I go crazy for it. But I also love Christmas, so. But like, we're always so busy during Christmas, like. And I do mean like everyone's super busy. Trying to get last minute shopping done, trying to see who's coming over, spending time with loved ones. And you know, I do actually make a lot of videos. I want to see if these scissors cut really well. Not sure what this piece is for. But I know one thing I always do. And don't worry. If you don't want like earrings, I do make other stuff. And if you're a guy and you want earrings, I don't care. I don't really care if you want earrings or not. I'm not gonna like tell you no. Honestly, I don't. I'll just be grateful if anyone buys something. Okay, now we're gonna. This one. These scissors are nice and sharp. And they go through this like. It's like butter, like unbelievably smooth. Like, I'm impressed. Like, not all the scissors I have ever cut so smooth. I've had scissors where they're like, sometimes they cut smooth and other times they do not cut well at all. But yeah, what would you like to fucking see? Damn, I'm getting hot again. Ugh. Okay. I do cut them in half like this so I can get a better feel. I know not everyone does this. So let me know in the comments below what you would like to fucking see on my Patreon. What would get you to be enticed on my Patreon? What do you want to see more of? What would you like? And nothing too sexual, please. Or sexual at all. I'm not really confident enough in that one. Oh, yes. My dog was having me watch Bridgerton, and I was like, well, there's a lot more fucking sex in here than I thought. I was kind of laughing because I was like, I wasn't expecting that, like, that much sex. I was like, damn it, that has a lot more sex than I thought it would be in this show. I thought they were more modest back in those days, but okay. Maybe they were just more quiet about it. I don't know, it was so fucking weird. But the show is beautifully made. I'm still only on like a few episodes, so I'm not really sure. I don't hate the show, but I'm not like my favorite show. My dog likes it. And anything to keep her quiet at night. I tried to put on one of the shows that I like and she got all really freaked out and started shaking, and I'm like, yeah, okay. This is why mommy doesn't put on certain shows when it comes to Kenzie. And of course, I've never let my daughter watch that show unless she was absolutely 100% ready. Because, you know, she's a child.